Here he
Yay!
is! Hey! Up the fucking Toffees, mate. Woohoo! The
Whoa!
Facebook.
You got it right.
I know.
Did you
If
do
you
the
don't know the
3-0?
score, and if you don't know the score, it's there in black and blue. Not in black and white, in black and blue. The Toffees are back. It looks like I've got grey hair, but it's not.
No, it's fine. So, hello everyone. Welcome to the Follow Everton fan channel.
Yes,
we're live.
There
we are
happy.
We are feeling so much better about life. Dan is.
Get in the comments. There we are. Look, they're arriving.
You're gonna have to wear face paint forever now.
I was thinking it wasn't going to work.
I've made the sponsors happy by
staking it, double
staking it. Yeah,
double stake.
What an amazing game that was!
Oh, mate, I can't wait to talk about it. I cannot wait to talk about it.
It's hard to like say that's the best I've seen us play. Oh God, probably in a couple of years. Overall, like we dominated. This is the first time I can say honestly, this season in particular, we've dominated a game from minute one to the end of the match.
100%. I'm just popping comments on while you're talking.
We played well. We've finished the team off. Like, there was no last minute kind of nerves or anything like that. Once that second goal went in, it was over. And then an absolute peach of a third goal. There's so much to talk about. So yeah, welcome to the stream, everyone. Woo! This is like the most excited, happy stream.
Been a long time coming, boys. Robbie said, been a long time coming. I spoke to Jeff at half time and at 1-0. I said, we both knew we played good, but when you play good, you've got to put the game to bed. We didn't put the game to bed, but we did it in the end. It was scary, but once we went to, I knew it was ours. It was ours. But one thing I will say, I'm going to go straight in there here. It felt like, honestly, every player that's had shit from us the last couple of days stepped their game up. Every player. Now, I'm just going to quickly go through these players really quick because I don't want to be bored for you. Coleman, we all said he shouldn't play.
Outstanding.
He was. I just seen you say a Wobie man of the match. Coleman. I think there was a couple of man of the match today. Coleman was in contention. I tell you. Mikalenko, everyone said he's shit. Get Vinagre in. He's not good enough. Mikalenko did good today. I thought some good blocks, strong defense, and he got the shot that got us the second goal, which was massive. The second goal where Gordon knocked it in. So Mikalenko. And then the midfield turned up, and Neil, who everyone said was crap, come on and looked like frigging, I'm going to score. Do you know what I mean? So, so everybody, and Calvert-Lewin as well as that stick, and he started the game off and bossed it about.
And we made the right subs at the right time, which is that was perfect because it was like we get that second goal, take Gray off.
I don't think you had a choice, Jeff, because I said to my partner, there was a run where Calvert-Lewin got the ball and he'd normally score from it, but he was shattered. And I said, he'd normally go. And he looked bombed, and I said, get him off. And then
and get Gray off as well because he'd run and run.
100%.
And it was like
Gordon class today as well. Gordon,
that's exactly what we want. And
Anthony Gordon,
the bench. For the first time in a long time, we've got an actual bench who can come on and add to what we're doing and not take away from what we're doing. We've got players who can come on and contribute, and that's amazing. So it was like
comments.
There's so much to talk about.
We love your comments. It's hard to put it all in, Jeff. There's that much that went on that was good.
So let's go straight into the first half. Obviously, we saw the team sheet. We did the pre-match show, and you know there was some groans, some happy. That team, people were saying, "Oh, why didn't so and so play? Why wasn't so and so dropped? Why weren't?" And it was like, well, yeah, but this is probably the best team we've got at the moment, apart from a couple of players that are out injured. So we started with our best team, and for a change, what we actually did is we started out on the front foot. We took hold of the ball, we took hold of possession, and we started stroking the ball around. We were passing through midfield. We were passing through the lines, which obviously is something we've talked about enough times.
Yeah, just move it faster. Move it faster.
Yeah, we started moving it faster. We started getting the ball about, and we looked like the only team in it from the first minute. We just looked. We looked like a team that had come to play and wanted that win more than Palace did. Palace didn't really, they didn't really threaten us at all. A couple of little efforts, but we just dominated them from the start. So that was really, really great. That first half just set everything up nicely. So yeah, your thoughts on the first half?
I think the fact that like we said last game, the wingers didn't do enough. And I think the fact that the right back, the left back, and the right winger, Gordon and Gray, stepped it up. If you play well on the wings, it opens it up for Iwobi and Onana and Gana Gay, which it didn't last game. And if they're struggling to handle you on the wings, they're going to over accommodate on the wings to stop you. You're going to get loads of space down the middle, which Iwobi had some nice like space today in and around the box. But I thought the wings won the game. I generally think, like, you look at this first half, Jeff, I said to you that down Gordon's side, that was where we was having the joy. Gordon against Mitchell. And Gordon today, I tell you something, he did absolutely everything right. And I've had his back, and I've had his back big time, Jeff, because I know he's frustrating, but I know he's got talent. And the amount of times Gordon got back and snatched the ball off them when they could have hurt us, he closed it down. He just got in front of him. Yeah, his defensive work in front of Coleman.
His defensive work was excellent. But
absolutely insane.
And this is the thing is, his defensive work was good, but he married up both parts of his game today because defensively he looked good. But then when he come forward with a purpose. He was putting crosses in, putting passes in. He was skinning their left back on numerous occasions.
He'd been told, he'd been told. Yeah. I honestly think that some of our players didn't realise how much the fans was frustrated with them. And I think after that last game, a lot of the players knew they need to bloody step it up. They played like they needed to step it up.
The players spoke about it. They've said publicly that they had a big powwow after the final whistle in the Newcastle game, and you could tell. Yeah, they came out, and it was like, no, we can't be faffing about anymore. We've got to go for these games. We've just got to get into it. We've got to go from minute one, and we did. So that.
Look at this. I love these, Jeff. Jeff, these are common. Look, Gordon was on it today, like Dan said, because Dan knows everything. He does. And do you know what, Jeff? This is how much I knew it. I put a bet. There was a bet on William Hill. It said Gordon to score, Everton to win, and 3 goals over 2.5 goals. I put it on £10, 9-1, 100 quid win for me. Boom. Gordon scores. Yeah. Gordon scores 3 goals. There you go. Because I knew, Jeff, like you said,
nice one.
Dan knows his stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, you must be right. Well, happy then. For a great weekend.
I was happy anyway, but
and the thing is as well, for those of you who don't know or weren't paying attention, the Everton ladies won this afternoon away at Aston Villa to go back up to 4th in the league above Man City. Liverpool lost, and Everton won 3-0.
Never felt more like singing the blues when Everton win and Liverpool lose. Oh, Everton, you got me singing the blues. There you go.
Yeah. The goal.
Jeff, I'm going to be 1 second. Carry on talking with the comments. I've got to get my daughter to have a song. She wanted to come on for 2 seconds.
No problem.
She wanted to come on. 2 seconds.
That first half. That was the best. I think that's the best we've played in a half of football. Probably under Frank Lampard. I think it was like a lot of things came together today that we were purposeful, we were energetic, we did all of our defensive work really well. There was joined up passing. There was just hey,
no.
Hello, Chuck.
Hiya. Can you hear?
Yeah.
You can hear. Yeah, let's get you.
Are you gonna sing?
Right, go on, sing your song. Go on, Anthony Gordon.
Oh, it's in the garden.
Louder.
Oh,
Anthony Gordon.
Oh, it's in the garden.
Get your coat on. Get moving.
Get moving.
Because we don't know the meaning of losing. Come on. Get on to Goodison Park.
Woo!
Nice butterfly.
We won 3-0. Anthony.
We won 3-0. Yeah.
Right,
say bye now and say, up the fucking Toffees.
Bye, at the fucking Toffees.
There you go. I will be back. She wanted to come on the channel. She likes the theme. Love it.
No, it's all right.
There we go. It was better than mine, wasn't it? Ladybird.
You managed to cover the back of your chair with face paint again. Well done.
Yeah, you can't.
You can't help it, can you?
You can't help it. I've got to please the crowd, haven't I? I've got to please the crowd. I'm buzzing. I am. Obviously, my £100 bet coming. Everton won. Red Shite lost. Like you said, the Everton girls won.
So let's go through the match then, because
it was on first half, weren't we? It was on first half.
Yeah, we were on the first half. So we started off. We played well. We were passing the ball around. We were sort of creating opportunities, but not really clinical opportunities. And then what I think is like such an important goal for not just for the game and not just for the player himself, but for Everton as for our season. We need Dominic Calvert-Lewin to be scoring regular goals and starting games. And the fact that he's played 3 games in a week with no issues from his injury, and then he's come on, and it wasn't just an easy tap-in goal. It wasn't just like your standard like header from a corner. He took the ball, controlled it, skinned someone, and then slotted it.
He just bursted, didn't he?
It was such a classy little goal.
Bursted like he wasn't there.
And I feel like that goal was kind of like
what we needed.
It was everything that we needed. Like I said, it was a goal to go ahead. It lifted the crowd. It was from DCL's point of view. He's been through some stuff.
Some comments here.
It's a really important goal for DCL, and it's a really important goal for the team because it was a team goal. It wasn't just like I said, a goal from a corner or a lucky thing. We played some football. It won't be. Speaking of the devil, here in God mode, he was the one who put the ball in, and then DCL like skinned the defender and slotted it. So it was a team goal. It was great play. It was nicely finished, composed from the guy who is our number 9. It was such an important goal for Everton for this season, because if he can keep doing that, and all the other players can contribute, we're in for a nice season this year. You know, I'm not going to get ahead of myself, but we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine.
Gareth Southgate was at the game as well, watching one.
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
seen him on the sideline. No surprise.
And if he plays like that and he scores, you know, if he plays the next 4 games and he scores some goals.
Well, Jeff,
who's to say he's not getting in the England squad?
I've had arguments with Everton fans all the way through these last couple of days because they say get crosses into Calvert-Lewin because he's only good with his head. If you remember Calvert-Lewin, 15 goals under Carlo, he scored a lot of good goals into his feet, runs past the centre back. He's fast. He's good with his feet. He can hold the ball up and he can head the ball. It isn't just that he can head the ball. He's got more to his game than that. He can score good goals and he's very fast. Carlo said he's got everything. He said he's fast and he's good in the air. Not many strikers are like that.
It was a composed finish because he didn't have time. He He cut through. He got past the defender, and he
go.
just slotted it in the corner.
Look at this. Anthony Gordon is Everton's top goal scorer now. Lucky I frigging bigged him up and got his confidence up. Yeah, mate. Come on, Anthony Gordon.
So we got through that first half.
Yep.
We got to half time, and obviously, I think me and Dan were talking on the space at half time. We wanted that second goal because we felt that we deserved it on the balance of play in that first half. We'd have liked to have gone in 2-0 up.
I thought of a really good point to hit you with, Jeff. Yeah. I thought of it at half time that I didn't say, and this is a good point. I know my stuff right. Yeah. Do you know if you're playing football and there's a massive uphill and downhill, when you're going downhill, you need to score as many goals as you can, because when you're uphill second half, you don't know what's going to happen. And when we went 1-0 up and we was on top so much, I felt like we needed to get more out of it. I said that to you, Jeff. I said, when we was on top, we needed to get more out of it. And then when second half come, they was on top for a little patch.
Yeah. And you started feeling that panicky sort of sense.
We should have got 2 goals first half.
Are we going to pay for not getting that second goal? Because the commentators said that
people on 61, come on, get up.
They're a good side coming from behind. They've got the best record in the league coming from behind. It was a worry. It was a worry. And they started off well in the second half, and they created a couple of chances, got some corners. Yeah, hit the like button, everyone,
and get on the subscribe as well. We ain't saying it because we're that excited, but we should.
If you can, share the stream on Twitter and stuff like that.
Yeah, get it on. Get us global. Go on, get us global.
So they started off well, but unlike in previous times, we didn't let them get on top. They had a quick start, but then quickly, within a couple of minutes, we got hold of the game again. And this is what makes me really happy about this game, is that, like, we didn't panic, we didn't go into our shell, we didn't start sitting back and waiting for them. We got hold of the ball again, and we started going at them again. And once we started doing that, and once we started creating stuff, you thought that second goal's coming. And when it did, it was like, that was it. It was over. You knew it was over because they weren't threatening us. And
because we was defending well as well, Jeff.
It was a good goal from lots of point of view. It was nice to see Mikalenko, who, like you said, has got a bit of stick. He had a hand in the goal. It was a good save.
We made them look a really poor team. We did, yeah.
Yeah, it was a good save from their keeper. But as a good poacher does, someone with a good instinct is Gordon was there to follow up. He was following it in case the save was made. He was ready to just.
Someone just said this is a cracking point, Jeff. Having DCL fit up front makes such a big difference. So someone said Matty made a good point, and it is a good point.
Yeah, it is. That second goal then, which was obviously onside. Put it
to bed.
That kind of put it to bed, and it took all the pressure off the whole place. The crowd, you could tell they were in party mood. The players looked much more comfortable.
Do you know what? We haven't even said it, but fans, fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Yeah. And I'm so glad for you as well, because you're stuck in there. You went to this game after frigging some bad performances, and you still got behind the team. And I love our fans. I really do. I'll always point that out.
This is the comment to what I was saying before, that we didn't sit back today. We showed proper character on the pitch.
I think we thought about it, Jeff, didn't we? I think we thought about it, but then there was a patch where it was 1-0 first half, and we thought about it, and they come at us, and then I think we realised, I think maybe Lampard even said to them, you need to go out and win this game, because if you sit back, it's going to end up 1-1 like it has done before. I think that was definitely said.
We've got to go on to that third goal, because this goal makes me so happy. Because
you make me feel.
Yeah, because as you were saying before, is some of the players who've come in for some stick have all been involved today. Mikalenko was involved in the second goal, and then that third goal, that was a proper like. That was a goal of a team that are on top, dominating, enjoying their football.
Yeah.
And playing good stuff. I mean, you can argue with the defending on when McNeil run through, somebody like should have done something, but he used his skill. He went past some players. He pushed himself forward, putting a lovely ball to Onana. To Iwobi. Iwobi did a little back heel and he slotted it, and it was just like that was a peach of a goal. That was
Jeff, I'm telling you,
peach of a goal.
I'm telling you, Jeff, they've been bollocked. The way McNeil come on hungrier than I've ever seen him. He come on straight away, and I thought he's on it. He wants to get on the ball, and he did that quick pass and move down the left. The quick pass and move, give it me back, and it looked like the McNeil that played against Everton and scored that screamer. He looked like he was in that
against
sort of move. Yeah. No, when he played against us, when he scored against us.
Yeah.
It looked like that where he was on it. It looked like that sort of, he had that sort of attitude.
And this is the good thing now.
My voice is going already.
One, it gives you confidence. Like when everyone, like we've said this before, like if you're in a side that's poor and you're coming off the bench and trying to change your game, it's really difficult. But if you're coming onto the pitch,
we did say we could beat anybody,
and the players are all playing well, it's easy to fit in because everyone else is playing well. It's easy for you to come in and have an impact because you've already got control of the game.
Shots on target. We had 6 there too. We could have had a lot more than 6 as well. To be fair, we could have beat them by at least. I honestly, generally think
know. It's one of those where maybe we could have had more. But the one thing I will say is
we had enough. I'm not being greedy.
We were clinical. Yeah. When we had chances, we buried those chances, and that's like again, it's another thing that makes me really happy is that we took our chances when we had them. You know, we're still, you know, you still can't argue that we're the most creative team we're in football because we're not. You know, we're still a pretty functional side. We play quite well and we do stuff, but we're taking our chances now, and that's massive. After the last 3 games, to come on and score 3 goals, dominate the football, dominate possession. We defended really well, and all parts of the team played well. Like the defense played well, the keeper played well. Going back to like if you're looking at the whole team, you look at Pickford.
Everyone's cheering. Look at this.
He was back to his,
Robbie.
Doing what he does best, which is in terms of, like when he's pinging those passes out to the wing.
Yeah,
his passing was so good today, Pickford. He put us in quite a few times.
I think the defense played well. On what you're saying, I'll try and interact with what you're saying. I think he did a lot of good throws today as well. Yeah, throws was cracking that he did. Like he put one to Iwobi, and they've been, like I keep saying it, and it's the same thing. They've been bollocked, mate. Every single one of them's been bollocked because I can't really fault anyone today. Like generally,
no.
Even Gonna Gay, he was more sensible. Onana, he played well.
Was brilliant today, by the way. I don't know whether that might be his best performance with us because he actually did what he's supposed to do. Which
Chinese tonight, £100. Chinese is on the bill, is getting ordered. Thank you, Anthony Gordon, mate. Oh, Anthony.
He did what he's supposed to do, which is dominate the opposition. Like Onana, Gay sits there and protects the back lane, but Onana did the thing he was supposed to do, which is dominated. He was pressuring, he was tackling, he was winning the ball. And this is something that's massive. He was winning the ball higher up the pitch rather than winning it off the defence. Yeah, no, we'll get to that in a minute. But
I've got to keep popping them on because I don't want them to stop getting on this channel because the more we pop it on, the more going to come on and speak to us. Got to get the subs up.
But so talking about Onana, he was winning the ball higher up the pitch, pressuring their people. And that was something that we talked about, is we pressed well today as a team, not just one player. But I don't know if you noticed, even at the start of the game, they weren't allowed to play out from the back and bring the ball up to midfield before they started playing because we had 3 players all pushed on and then the midfielders pushed on as well. so that they were literally trying to pass their way out from the back. Yeah. They were trying to pass out from the back, but we wouldn't let them because we were constantly pressuring them. So they were ended up going long a lot of times, and they're not a team that like does that very well. So we didn't allow them to settle on the ball, and that set the tone for the whole game, I think.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. Someone said about the referee letting. I like that the referee let stuff go. Towards the end, Zaha was a bit of a. I'm not even going to say much about Zaha, but I like that the referee let the game flow. I think that helped us more because we just got on with the game, didn't we? We generally just got on the game. I was a bit frustrated with Zaha. He was an idiot, but I was just on that comments about Coleman. Coleman, for me, absolutely fantastic. When he's like Rocky, and when he's down and out, he rises to the occasion. And what a game to probably play one of his best games.
I wonder if, and it's one of those where conspiracy theorist stuff. Like the news in the press conference on Thursday was that Patterson's going to be available for the next game after today. He's going to be back next week. So Coleman's place in the team now, it's under threat, and we always talk about competition for places. That was the performance of someone who doesn't want to get dropped.
I think partly that, but I think partly, Jeff, I think they all know they played shit last game. I think Coleman did it. I think you're right. I think that's a big factor. I'm not saying it's wrong, but I'm just saying adding to it. Coleman is, I reckon he's brutal to himself. I reckon stuff plays on in his mind if he's really bad. And I love Coleman to pieces, and he is more blue than my face, mate. But I tell you something.
Wow, getting lots of comments in here.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I keep putting them on. We've got 60 people on plus. People keep putting
let me go through some while you talk.
I've had them all on, Jeff. I've had them all on while you're talking. That's why I've been reading them out while you've been talking. I won't be rude. I've been keeping up with them.
We're 11.
Everyone's been on. Jeff is spot on. Previous and honest, absolutely correct.
Nice one. Thanks, Kev.
Flat back 4, 2 different defensive midfields made it very difficult for Palace. I honestly think Gordon getting back and Coleman playing really well and Gordon helping him out stopped Zaha. And if you stop Zaha, he is their main threat into
and Isaiah as well.
Yeah,
I mean, their front four is quite good. And like I said, they didn't get a sniff all game, which was like, and just because we obviously haven't mentioned him yet. We have to give the man who's brought this all together a big shout out here, because Frank Lampard coming under pressure from some fans.
You needed it.
People starting to question it. Tactically spot on today. He got his tactics spot on. We pressed high as a team. The passing through the lines was better. Everything was like it. This was kind of like we've been talking about this for weeks. Which is like, and you've said someone's due a hammering. You've said this on the stream several times. Someone's due a hammering, and it kind of felt like we've played a lot of games where we've nearly played well. We've had little patches in games, or we've done some little bits here and there.
Very true that comment.
We haven't put together like a whole performance where everyone, like I said, the keeper performed well, the defenders. The midfielders, the forwards, it was like the complete performance. And I think, like, from the point of view of Lampard, he's going to sleep well tonight. He's going to be a happy boy.
The thing is, though, you can look at it this way. I'm buzzing. But so I've seen a few comments say, we've got to crack on now. We're not. Yeah. We're not getting too excited, by the way. We're just happy that our team has finally frigging turned up. I tell you something, because they've been doing my bloody head in underperforming. We're not getting overexcited. And this makes me think, like, if you can play like this, I'm a bit frustrated with you for not playing like this the last 2-3 games. I tell you that thing for sure, because we would have been better if they played like this. So, it's just the start. This is one game. But I tell you something, if they don't play like this the next game, mate, I'll be fuming.
Well, this is an interesting one. And Wanderlust here's comment I've just put on the screen there. Imagine us going unchanged after the Newcastle game and having it work better than anything else this season. And I think maybe that is the point, is that, like Dan said,
I said don't change.
The appointment was so disappointment. And sometimes you have to say, right, there's your opportunity to put it right. Everything that you did wrong, we want to see better.
Hey, look at this, Jeff. I've got to call this out here.
Hey, Jewish boy. Hiya, mate. How you doing?
Donation for the channel, cracking. Thank you for that. Big time appreciate it. I mean, that can help for the face paint. No, all donations. The channel costs money. So, yeah, channel costs money. So donations are massive, mate. It helps us out big time. But there you go. Just a shout out. You can donate for the channel. That's big. Well done, mate. Love you.
Dracula shirts with the stakes on as well.
Yeah.
Nice one. So, yeah, I'm just going to go through a few more comments. I know you've read loads of them out.
Yeah, I've just been putting them on as we go. I'm just buzzing, Jeff, to be fair. I just want us to keep playing well now because, honestly, I have been getting stressed out with
the beginning. Happy days. Yeah, that's
3-0, though. Can you believe we've got – this is what everyone was saying. We haven't got anybody that can score a goal. Look on my head. 3 goals.
Even I was positive today, if you remember, on the pre-match. On the pre-match, I said 3, didn't I? But I thought we'd concede 1. I said 3-1, but I had a feeling we'd score 3 today. Because I've got my new steak shirt.
There you go. And, charms. I'm gonna have to keep wearing this face paint. You're never gonna see my real face again, are you? It's gonna be face paint every game until we lose. Now, probably be all season
as well. Yeah, which is fantastic.
It is really good. We just need to crack on. We really do. It was nice to see the players come on as well, Jeff.
I'm really happy with it.
It does look nice. Jeff, they all had that on at the start as well. I was laughing to myself. Do you know when they come out, they all had the top on, the players?
Oh, they had this one on?
Yeah, they had that top on today when they come out.
Oh, did they? Oh, nice.
Yeah, because I watched it and I goes, I got Jeff's top on. Brilliant. Top on, mate, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's a nice top light on.
Thanks everyone for the likes and bigging up our channel and stuff like that, because we seem to get more people on the channel when we lose and we get angry, but we just want to win and be happy and celebrate.
Often.
We don't want a relegation battle.
Is you got to remember is we were home, so a lot of the people who might come on, are on they're still traveling back and stuff like that. Got to stay with the face paint, Dan.
Got to keep it now, ain't I? Got to keep it. It obviously works, doesn't it? It's got to. If I wear this all season, we're probably going to win every game from now.
Yeah, the relief for the fans and the players was immense. Yeah, you could tell that game meant a lot, and I'm hoping that it's not a result that it's a flash in the pan. I want to see that we're not going to win every game, and I accept that. We all accept that. Nobody can win every game. But it felt like in the Newcastle game that we didn't even try to win the game, and that was the sin. It's not a case of it. It's yeah. So you laugh, yeah. All I want to see is us fight and do our best, and if our best isn't good enough, then that's fine, no problem. I want to see this level of performance consistently. I want us to play with aggression and with pace, and you're scaring the kids.
I've already had my daughter on with her face paint ladybird she's got. Yeah. I wasn't happy that the ladybird was red. I had a little bit of kick off about that, but she wanted a ladybird. But red, I'm not happy with. Blue ladybird next time, definitely. Oh my God, look at this comment here. You know who's going to comment this? You know who's going to comment this?
Oh, Kevin.
You know.
Kev.
You know who's going to comment. I'm going to make a good point here. I just want to say this. Do you know, with us, like, if you would have changed the team, you could have got players that come into the team that haven't been shit and that wasn't hungry to do better, Jeff. That wasn't hungry to do better. What do you think of this, though, Jeff? Listen, if you would have changed the team, you could have brought players in that haven't had a bollocking and that wasn't hungry to do better. I think it was important to stick with the same team because you had a lot of players like Gordon, Coleman, Gray, most of the midfielders as well that had a bollocking and was ready to do well and wanted to prove that they're better than what there was, that wanted to prove themselves.
And the thing is as well is if going back to that Newcastle game, it's weird, but you can't say, hey up science.
Never felt more like singing the blues.
Going back to that Newcastle game is we sort of played all right because like we were okay-ish. Like we defended pretty well and, we sort of did this and that and the other, but it just wasn't quite all clicking together. And it kind of felt, well, that was our best 11 that we could have picked for the Newcastle game. But, that would have been the 11 we would have all picked. Like, that was our best 11 other than Patterson. And they disappointed. And I think this was an opportunity for them to show that they could do better, that wasn't their best, that, like, there was more in the tank. And I think that, like, Frank was right to give them the opportunity to prove that they are better than that. And I think they obviously did today.
This interlocks with what you're saying. I'll just say interlock, that's my word. You ready? There you go. Lampard was very brave to play the same team. It's basically linking to what you're saying, Jeff. It was brave.
Yeah. And it's brave, and it's brave for the players, but it's also a kind of like, you're better than this. Go and fucking show people that you're better than this. You need to go and it's all well and good talking a good game, and it's all well and good passing it about and doing whatever. But you need to kill teams. When you've got the players and you've got the team mostly fit. Like, this is, if you actually think about this is the fittest Everton squad, like, now, that we've had in the last few years, because we've had so many bad injuries and players missing. But now we've got all these players coming back. Holgate was on the bench today. Decore's on the bench today. You've got an actual squad of players and a bench full of players ready to come on and take a place. So there's no excuses now. There's no kind of like, last season, you could argue, it was like Richarlison was out, DCL was out, Decore was out. We were always missing pieces. And so it gives you an excuse to say, well, are we missing these players? It's hard to get results. But now we've got what is effectively
Pezza,
a first choice 11, a fully fit team. Hey up, Phil, how you doing, man?
Phil Pezza, we know him. I've got to give him a shout out because I haven't seen his comments that much.
No, it's all right, mate. All right, Phil, how you doing? But yeah, this was like, there's no excuses anymore. We've got good defenders. We've got good defenders. We've got good midfielders. We've got attackers who can actually do some damage. Go and show people that you're actually capable of doing something, and I think we did.
I've never felt more like singing the blues, Jeff, when Everton win and Liverpool lose. You know what I mean? Oh, Everton, you got me singing the blues. Love it. Everyone's singing that song today because the Red Shite lost against Nottingham Forest, and we went and smashed Crystal Palace. And I said to you, Jeff, I hope that happens, and it did. I'm still buzzing about that. Paul's here as well. Obviously, keep putting you on.
Paul, what are you doing, mate?
Coleman, man of the match. Yeah, Coleman, he definitely was up there. I think a lot of people played well. I think for saying a lot of people said Coleman's going to get destroyed by Zaha, the fact he had Zaha in his pocket is a big contention for man of the match.
Like, obviously, I don't know whether we're going to do a sort of
we'll do player rating at some point, won't we?
A player rating at some point, but like, just on a general thing, I think everyone was at least a 7 out of 10 today. You're even frightening me when you go forward like that.
No, I was just looking. My eyes are blue as well. You know what I mean? You can't beat it. Bluey blue.
But yeah, if you look at the whole team, and not just the whole team, but everyone who come off the bench, everyone performed. All of them, every single one of them. Even Tom Davies, he didn't do much, but he won us a few fouls. He won us a few fouls. Like, later on in the game, he bought a few fouls, and he took the ball out of play, and he stopped he stopped Palace from getting any momentum by just doing little niggly bits and pieces. So I think everyone did really well today.
There's some fire in that. I haven't said out about this yet. I'll hit this little topic. Tarkowski, man, I love him. Every time there's a fight, Tarkowski is in the middle. He was all the way over there. He's miles away. Coleman, first of all, he was quite fiery today. Coleman was. He wasn't taking no shit. He started off, Coleman did, with like talking to Zaha, being friends with him. And then when Zaha stepped over the line, Coleman was in. And then when Coleman's in, Tark is in as well. Cody is different because Cody doesn't like, he's not aggressive. He's a talker. He's a confidence, but Cody tries to stop it. Cody doesn't like it, but Tarky, oh my God, he's a proper warrior, isn't he, on the pitch? He would chuck people about. I love Tarkowski. Very good game today, Tarkowski as well, and Cody. The whole back four today. Do you know what? For the first time, I felt like Mikalenko and Coleman stepped up to our centre backs and played like I can generally say the back four.
They played higher up the pitch as well.
They pressed it and turned it over.
They got up the pitch and they weren't just sitting back. So their wingers weren't able to get forward because we were higher up the pitch. And like you said, oh God, fucking hell. Another bloody idiot. Can you block him?
Who's that?
That girl 69 thing on here.
Don't worry about it, mate. Just if I see it, I'll block it. We kind of moved on, and they ain't kept commenting. That's the best thing. So don't worry about it. If they keep commenting, they get bored of it. So here, Warrior Taco on what I've just said. We'll keep with the bottom one. Scroll down to the bottom ones, Jeff, and just let them pass.
No, it's all right. I've blocked them.
I won't even acknowledge them. Here's another comment here. Not give the ball away needlessly, not to give stupid fouls and bad areas in 80% better passing, 3 easily ingredients of a winning game. Bang on, mate. Yeah. Absolutely bang on. I think 3 good points there, mate. You're right.
Yeah.
Someone that's regular on the channel, Mr. Jones, played superb.
You didn't want to say that first one, did you?
Everyone's happy.
Jitterix.
Yeah, how did you know?
I knew you didn't want to say that first bit.
Everyone rips me on this, mate. I don't mind getting ripped, but I'm not going to get ripped all the time. I've got a face paint on. That's bad enough. I'm not getting ripped for the way I frigging read names out and stuff. You know what I mean?
I've blocked him now, Kev.
On the day, Cody and Tarkowski is as good as anyone. Completely agree, but I think they struggle when the right back and the left back isn't playing well. But today.
So here's an interesting one because we haven't really talked about it. Man of the match.
Yeah, well, some people have kind of commented similar, but
yeah, who was your man
obviously
of the match?
I've heard Coleman man of the match. I've heard Iwobi man of the match in the comments as I've been going through them. Who's your man of the match in the comments? By the way, we've kept you involved. I've tried to speak, keep up with all your comments because you're important. Yeah. I can't pick one, Jeff. I really can't.
It'll be a big game that next week. That'll be a big game.
I can't pick a man of the match. To be fair, I love Anthony Gordon because you know what I was like? I felt like everyone was against him. And I know Anthony Gordon. People act like he's got nothing good about him. And I know he's got loads good about him, but he's confused in the head. Since that 60 million bid from Chelsea, he's trying to be something that everybody's telling him he is. And he needs to just go back to basics, strip it down and find out who he is. And I felt like today he did find out who he was, Jeff, because he kept it simple.
Just in my personal opinion, that's the best performance I've seen from from Anthony Gordon.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
And when I say that, I'm not like doing that to like blow smoke or anything like that. It's not hyperbole. I've seen him do lots of things before, but to me, this was the game where everything came together. He was defensively strong. He worked hard. His work rate was excellent. He was actually competing, winning back balls, winning tackles, and then when he got the ball, he was actually doing something with it. It wasn't running down blind alleys like he does this before, or, falling over like when he's about to get challenged and stuff. He wasn't doing that stupid stuff.
No, he was on it. He
was actually running at people, and then he was putting the ball in. I don't know what, so I wouldn't say all his crosses were great, but he was putting them in a danger area, and then it's up to the forwards to try and make something of it.
I thought he wasn't being greedy either. He was passing it to Iwobi quite a lot and bringing it in at times.
Yeah,
and the amount of times he got back and turned the ball over, it was his defensive work for me.
Well, a lot of people
don't realise that, Jeff. His defensive work.
But that's what I was saying is his defensive work was good. He was winning the ball back, but he was covering back. He was covering Coleman back and helping out. But then when he got the ball, he was actually useful with it. It wasn't head down, running into a corner or whatever. He was doing something. And when he didn't have an opportunity to cross, he didn't he wasn't looking for silly fouls. He just turned inside and passed the ball backwards. So we kept possession, we recycle it, and we go again. So it was a mature performance from.
100%.
That's a really good. Yeah, that's
all
a really
over.
good way.
I'm just going to go through the man of the
mature.
matches, Jeff, because I told them all to put the man of the matches. I'm going to go through them here, all of them.
Yeah, no
Mr. Jones, I'm going to call him Mr. Jones now, said Iwobi man of the match. Mr. Singh said Iwobi man of the match. Iwobi. Oh, we're getting a bit of Iwobi here, ain't we, Jeff?
Yeah.
Here we go. Coleman. Also, Zaha should have been, but I think a lot of that. I can't believe that. Who's their defender, the centre back? We destroyed him. He should have got booked a lot more. He was really dirty. Their centre back, the one with long hair, he should have got booked a lot more. He did a lot of bad tackles today.
Yeah,
a lot of bad tackles. Tarky for me sold. Coleman in the
pocket. To be fair,
pocket.
That's probably you can argue bits and pieces, but that's probably one of the best refereeing performances.
He's cracking ref. I think
thought he did really well. He kept the game flowing, and he wasn't too. And I like the fact that when the players all started a bit of argy-bargy, he just stepped back and let them sort of have an argy-bar and watched, let it all sort of scuffle about, and then he stepped in and he spoke to everybody, and then you got on with the game, and it worked really well.
Any comments on here tackling which dirty red could be shown as comment? Yeah. The thing is, do you know what? You never worry about the referee when you win 3-0. I do like the way they dealt with the VAR. We didn't talk about that. The VAR, Gordon was... sometimes linesmen get it wrong. The linesman got it completely wrong. This is the reason VAR is there, and this is where it's good, Jeff. It went straight to VAR. Lampard knew straight away because he said VAR, it's a goal. He told him it's a goal before it was confirmed. So we knew it was a goal before it even got confirmed on the screen.
You're right, man.
I bet the fans, though, Jeff. I don't think they knew that Gordon was onside. So I bet it was a bit of a shock. I don't think the fans knew.
It's one of those.
Only us on the screen knew.
Yeah. I think people weren't quite sure, but I do like the fact that Frank knew straight away.
Yeah, he knew.
And told all the players, and he was like, yeah, that's a goal. Don't worry about it. It's definitely a goal. Because they were all kind of looking at it to say, I'm not sure. Yeah.
So happy for Gordon. Because Calvert-Lewin, I think, knew it was a goal a little bit, though, because he gave him a hug and says, just wait. And Gordon was like, no, I'm offside. And he was like, Calvert-Lewin was like, just wait. And then Gordon, I'm so happy for him, because I just wanted to prove people wrong that Gordon is good, and he was good today. So I'm buzzing on that. He's my man of the match, by the way. Coleman and Gordon together. I'm going to joint man of the match. But everyone was good. Jeff, I don't know what should we do? Should we end this in a couple of seconds?
Because I think people want to go and watch the footy.
Let them go, man. Let them go and celebrate. We can't keep them too long. They've all come on, thankfully, and
we're going to do
another
a proper match reaction.
Just to end this,
Monday night, probably.
We'll go through me and Jeff. We'll have our last words, and to end this in the comments, just give one word to say how you feel after this game. You're only allowed one word. Drop it now. What's the one word? How you feel, Jeff? To me and you, you can have a sentence, mate. How do you feel after this?
Relieved, because I know that might be a weird choice of word, but relieved that all the bits and pieces that we've been putting together finally clicked. We look like a team that has finally clicked and played proper football. So I just feel really happy. I'm really, really happy that relieved is a good choice of word.
Well,
the pressure was on after the last 3 games. The pressure was on. We needed this. We needed this result.
Jeff, you haven't seen Kevin Kraft's comment, have you? No. How do you think Kevin Kraft felt in one word? Just say what word you think he'd say.
Erect.
Yeah, bang on. Got it right, mate. You got it right, mate. You didn't think you'd actually get that right, did you? But there you go. I knew you'd get it right. I think most would get it right.
Well, I'm getting smashed, and I'm going to send the red chat up on social media. Nice one.
Yeah,
nice one, EE. Nice one.
Everyone, we read a few people out that put your one words. Thanks for everyone for coming on. Subscribe if you haven't. And generally, people in the comments, you've all been commenting. We love you. have a good day, have a good night, because we needed this. We generally did. We
get
needed
on the
this.
beers. Get on the beers, son.
Jeff, he said he's pissing himself, and I can imagine him laughing in stitches. He said he's absolutely in stitches on that.
I bet you.
Thank you so
exactly
much,
right.
But we're getting good feedback on this. We want to get this channel big, and we've got so many ideas and plans. I'm trying to get Pinar on. We want to do videos of the stadium to show the new stadium, to keep you updated on the stadium, what's happening. New people are coming on. We're trying to make this really good for you, because the way we do this channel, we try and interact with you as much as we can, because we want it to be
always a happy day.
Yeah, we want it to be the fans channel, don't we, Jeff? It's not about us. We just want it to be an interact thing where you can all interact with us, and just a toffee frigging interaction. That's what we want. So, Jeff, we're going to try and end this now. Me and you will get there at this eventually. At least we're not arguing today, because if you've been on this, if you follow us regular, you would have seen the Royal Rumble that me and Jeff had, and the difference that a win can make is crazy. So let's just keep winning.
That Newcastle post-match wasn't fun.
100%.
It really wasn't.
Right. I'm going to say bye, Jeff. Up the fucking Toffees. Have a good night. I'm going to order my Chinese moons.
Goodbye, everyone.
Have a good night, everyone. Here we go.